Yo, what's going on, everybody? This Afro Think Tank. So, I hear our brother, Dr. Umar Johnson, having an existential crisis with his bank account. Right? Apparently, he went to log into his bank account, to give his homeboy some money. The homeboy was hurting. And his account was frozen. Both his account and his FDMG account in the bank. What that tells me is his personal account got two check-ins. He got one with his name on it, and he opened up another check-ins, and he titled it FDMG. It's probably not a business account. So if they froze both of them, that means they both connected. Now, he said that it wasn't no fraud on his part. So that means somebody tried to access his account, which I believe, because it happens a lot. But I know the procedure, because it happens a lot, like I said. It happened to me before. He said he ain't checked his account in a couple weeks because he was in South Africa. I'm in Nigeria, and the way banks work out here, he probably didn't use his account. No need to check it. He probably took the cash that he was going to use or whatever and just had it. It should be like that. I do that. I go a couple weeks, I'll check my account. I be broke anyway, I'm talking about. And sometimes when I'm here and your cell phone, for some reason, pins, and somebody from wherever country you're in can somehow access your account through your phone, when you're there. It's some weird, there's some technology out there. They do some funny stuff. But what the bank normally does, because you're insured, right? And I'm assuming that this money that he's been collecting from all his donors is insured, right? Because he got it in a business bank account. Even if it's his personal bank account, it should be insured. And because it's insured, what the bank does all the time, because like I said, I've done this happened to me before, quite often actually, is if it's not any fault of your own, yes, they will freeze your bank account for your safety. But all you got to do is go down to the bank. They'll issue you a new card, and they won't stop you from being able to use your money. For your convenience, they usually take 48 hours. That's the going time frame for any investigation. Usually they would text you and email you and call you to ask you if this purchase was by you. Nowadays, all banks do that. So if there's any fraudulent activity on your account, you'll get a text message, and it'll say, this a purchase or a withdrawal that's out of your regular habits has occurred and is out of your pattern. So we're gonna call to see if this was you. The text message was usually say, click yes or no if this is your transaction. They'll email you as well with the same information, and they'll call you, and they'll do it more than once. They'll blow your phone up. That's what banks do, right? And once you indicate that you don't, it wasn't you, what I'm saying, and it wasn't yours, and it's in fact a fraudulent account, usually 100%, not usually, 100% of the time, they give you access to your account, and they do their investigation. And then once they find out the results of the investigation, they'll email you within 48 hours or whenever they finish, right? But they don't never tell you can't have access. You have access to your account. You just got to go down to the bank and get a new card. Literally. So I encourage, if y'all still rocking with Dr. Umar Johnson, y'all his fans, let him know that all you got to do is go to the bank. That's it. Just go to the bank, get a new card, right? They'll change all their account information, because as long as not an investigation on you, they will not restrict you from having access to your money, because remember, it's insured. So the bank is willing to take a hit. As a matter of fact, I call the bank on the phone, right there on the phone. We'll run through their account. They'll open up the computer. Like, was that you? Nope. Was that you? Nope. They'll flag every single transaction, because there should be a transaction history if any money was taken out. Because if somebody uses a card, right? If somebody copied his card, then they would see where the card was used. Was it at a POS? Was it at a website? What website was it? They'll snatch the IP address. I mean, we're in 2025. All that shit quick. This don't take nothing, but they do it over the phone, right? But all I'm saying is, Dr. Umar Johnson shouldn't have any problem accessing the money in his account at all. And if he had a fraudulent account, if there was a fraudulent activity, people should still send the money, because that's not fraud. Putting money into an account is not fraudulent. Taking money out of it is what they'll stop. You see, they'll stop your card, because usually it's a card, right? Unless you're giving up account, like somebody got your routing number and stuff like that, they'll freeze it, right? But then you can just open up. You can just, after you just go to the bank and pull the cash out. They're not going to stop anybody from sending money to the account. They're just going to stop money from coming out of the account until you go and verify your information in the bank. So somebody let Umar Johnson know he could just go to the bank. So I just want to throw that out there, because serious situation. I mean, he might not know that, right? Fraudulent activity. You could just go to the bank, cut you a new card, change your routing number. It's real simple, right? And then they deal with it on the back end, because banks like to make sure that you have access to your money. They want to make sure that money can still go in and go out. They don't got time to be slowing people's, progress, especially when you got a business account, because a business account, right, has more features, to protect from things like this. That's why it's a business account. So, yeah, I just want to throw that out there for all those who didn't know. We've never had any fraudulent accounts that wasn't your fault. So, yeah, that's all I want to say. Anyway, that's all I got to say is Afro Think Tank. Learn something, teach something. I'm out.